Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the All in Our Heads podcast video. Please do us a favor, subscribe, like the video with the thumb up, hit the bell to get notified, and leave a little comment. It helps us.
Is it going to be somewhere here where they can see it?
Maybe, somewhere over in there, in that area. But just do it and enjoy the show.
Thank you.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
A little Instagram story from the page, and I'm like, yeah, welcome to the All in Our podcast. Like, I didn't even say heads. I'm like, why do I never remember the heads part of our podcast? Like the name of the podcast I'm trying to promote. I have no idea. So welcome to the All in Our Heads podcast.
Yeah. We're started.
With me, Joe Fernandes, and Mike Gaffney. I'll probably put a little graphics right
in
here.
In this area. It usually pops up around this.
Yeah, around there.
Area.
Boom.
Does that green line stay the whole time? No, it went away.
Welcome.
What's the green line across the screen?
Oh, yeah, no, that was the level for the camera. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got our little LED light right there. Give a little ambience, a little professional studio look.
According to Joe's selling technique, when you ask how many colors does it do, there's a lot of colors. So there's a button, there's a lot of colors. So I mean, if you're thinking about, if you're in the market for it, you can look at Joe's tech report.
I didn't test all the colors.
I know, but
I just wanted blue.
Like a list of 12
I think you'll get like a color wheel once you get the app up. You can do like all types of amber. You
really?
could really
I didn't know that.
Dude, I could strobe it. I could do,
really?
I could have it slowly change color over time.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, hey, you never know. This may change up episode to episode.
Hook it up to like a mood changer, and it changes our moods.
Yeah, we'll be like, oh, red light. Got to talk about something else.
Apparently, it's time for Mike's Hot Corner.
Yeah, apparently, according to the light, LED light, it's time for your... But we've only been talking about this for 10 seconds. Well, on the All in Our Heads podcast, the light dictates all. And Cody's already barking to come back in. You pain in the ass.
He actually responded to you. That was dog way of saying fuck you and open the door. Hey, pal.
Bro.
Welcome back.
You got to sit and chew your thing if you're going to stay. He's looking at me like, I don't give a shit. I don't like this.
Here's how it works, Joe. I leave when I want to leave.
I leave
when I want to come back.
I don't think you've been around enough.
Maybe save you.
You haven't heard the new rules.
Tell you.
Are you coming up? Come on up, bud. There we go. He'll just be on the podcast.
4 seconds. Watch. I just want you to know just rate this. How long he stays here is how long he deals with being in the podcast.
Yeah. See his little pause from getting shaved at the hospital and his little where he was getting fluids and stuff. But this guy's doing good for a dog with diabetes. I don't know if I gave an update on the podcast with his diabetes. Did I? I know he had diabetes, but he's doing good. I thought
we recorded the podcast last week. You were going to get him that night, right? When we recorded,
maybe
you pick him up. No, he was.
He was back already.
He was back one.
But I don't know if I told people. Like I thought I was feeling guilty because I thought maybe I fed him too much and didn't watch for his treats. But
no,
dog diabetes is like type 1 diabetes, just something.
You have it.
He just has.
You're already gonna have it.
But he's doing good with it. He takes. Did I tell you? So. I give him. I got these really these treats that are like no sugar, no preservatives, nothing. It's like little salmon jerkies.
Right.
So when I give him his insulin twice a day, I was popping off half of one and giving it to him after. So when he sees me go get the needle out and do the syringe, he turns around and backs up and puts his back to me because he knows he's getting the needle.
Oh, really?
How fucking cute is that?
That's awesome. And he knows he's getting.
He knows he's getting a treat, but he's not like, yo, thank God, needle.
Yeah.
But he doesn't feel it. The needle's so small, he doesn't even know. But
yeah, but that's how much he loves his treat. He's like, give it to me. Come on.
Yeah.
Hit me in the ass.
Total junkie.
So I get this goddamn
total
salmon.
junkie.
Let's go.
That's how strong the pull of addiction is.
You ain't kidding.
Yo, you got the salmon in the cabinet? All right, hit me with it. Here's the back. Come on, 10 units. Let's go. Boom. All right, bud. You're gonna give us a lot of views for people liking corgis. He's going to leave
So, Cody,
us.
what do you feel about your new diet? Huh? What do you feel about your new diet? Oh, a little lick is nice. Do you like when Joe gives you salmon? Yeah. How about, hey, let me ask you a question. Do you like to hike a lot, or is it Joe that likes to hike a lot? Yeah, you do. You enjoy it? That's good.
He does, yeah.
Because you're always out there hiking. How about when he always wants to take photos of you with different filters on the phone? Does that get annoying?
No.
I don't think that was... Does that get... Because he's always like, Cody, stay still for a second. Hold on. And you just want to be a dog chasing squirrels, and this guy's want to take a picture of you standing on a log with the sunset behind you. Does that get annoying?
No.
Okay, look at you on. He's like, oh yeah.
He's like, I'm tired of this questioning.
Good job, buddy. You're a good guest, man. Probably the best guest we've had.
Yeah.
We only had one, right?
What, like KP?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
He's nailed it.
No guest is better than that guest.
Oh, that was Joe, KP. That was all Joe on that one. Yeah. I don't agree.
Oh, he agrees. He came up with it. That's where I got it from, actually. He was like, who the fuck? Why? Never. That was how the sentence came out. Who the fuck? Why? Never. He couldn't even tell me. I just knew what he was talking about. But coronavirus.
That's how we do it, Cody. That's how we go from...
No, I posted a joke on Facebook. I was wondering if it was too racial and if I'm going to get some...
Is it about Asians?
Yeah. I'll read it to you.
It's already too racial.
It's already too racial. Is this the first time in history people cross the street when Chinese person's coming?
He just hit the camera. What?
So is this the first time in history people cross the street when a Chinese person's coming?
Well, that's what I saw somebody tweet. I forget who it was. It's not my joke, but I saw the joke and I thought it was funny. They said, for the first time on a train, I don't mind sitting next to a black dude. I forget what racist comic said that on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I just thought, wow, that was a lot.
Yeah. I never knew that was a thing, sitting next to them on trains.
I didn't know it was the thing. Sitting next to anybody. I don't pay attention
to
anybody.
No.
I'm very, I don't know if it's because I'm not racist or I'm just self-centered. I'm not paying attention to who's next to me at all.
But I don't think I want to shake hands with people after shows anymore. There's the New York Times podcast. You do like a half-hour podcast every day, the daily.
I know. Yeah.
I don't like it, man.
Did you listen?
I did, and I shouldn't have.
Why did you listen, though?
Because I need to know. Gotta let the dog out.
Because you need to know. Well, here's the thing. I mean, you got to rest assured, people, that we got Mike Pence is in charge. So that right there alone will let you know.
Yeah, but forget about that. The doctors on the show, it's like, it's bad, man. It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's from shaking hands. It's not really flying through the air like some people are thinking. Where it's like, people think airborne. It's like I walk outside.
Yeah.
It's if somebody coughs.
Into your face,
shaking hands, countertops. People, the way you get the flu and shit. But it's I just can see myself on stage just hearing every cough. Like fucking, like people after the show, like good show. It's like I'm just gonna start waving. Be like, just take your germs over there. Thank you.
We're gonna not stay on political because I don't want to be on it. But I sent you that text. I tweeted on Monday because the stock markets were horrible. I said, what's the over-under on Trump blaming, calling the coronavirus a hoax and blaming the do-nothing Dems for creating it?
Yeah.
It was just a joke.
Right.
6 hours later, he was calling it a hoax. A day later, he was saying it's not a big deal. The stock markets are fine. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get trying to cover... Not your ass, because I don't care. I mean, not his ass. It is to cover his ass. But I get any political people in charge will be like, okay, calm down. Because you don't want the financial structure to fall apart all due to a virus that we don't even know nothing about.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. But don't deny it either.
Right. But just to play devil's advocate on that one, I could totally see like the media that's against him when they see stock markets
100%.
Crashing. It's like, all right, we need some coronavirus fucking stills.
Absolutely.
We need a little bit of a panic because if we can get the stock market to crash, it'll be really bad for him.
It's already going. But then, but like, and then all the other countries. Here's the problem with him being unlikable and not a good person. All the other countries are like, oh, this is fucking aggravating him. Let us all make an announcement that the coronavirus is... All the countries are coming out how serious the coronavirus is.
Yeah. Because
they want the U.S. stock markets to crash too.
Yeah.
It makes everyone happy.
What's scary about the coronavirus, though, you die from like pneumonia, basically.
Yeah.
But it's not the bacterial pneumonia, so antibiotics will do nothing.
Right.
And it's like if you got to... it's just the guy was talking about like the amount of people, like if like it started becoming a pandemic to even be able to be taken care of. Like like hospitals don't have enough respirators. You need 3 people in the hospital per one person operating the respirator.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was just talking about like the percentages of people that are dying of it now and have it is a high percentage, very similar to the Spanish flu.
Okay.
And that if those numbers sustain,
right,
we're in bad shape.
Right.
For lack of, but it was just such a poor thing.
But I mean, also but also the hotter weather will slow it down.
Well, they talked about that because it takes about a year to get a vaccine.
Right.
After you test on the animals, test on people, make sure. But the Spanish flu came in the winter, died in the summer. More people died in the fall when it came back. The fall was the roughest part of that. Right. And that's what he's worried about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, but like they were just talking like it depends on how much it comes here. There could be a time where like people need to prepare for if they're not able to go out of their house for a month.
Right.
Like it could get to that where it's like you shouldn't leave your house for 1 month.
Right.
That's
crazy.
Nuts, dude. That is crazy, man.
It is crazy.
I was just thinking about us. Like we're around crowds all the time, especially like you go to New York more than I do. Like New York City, fuck that, man. If there's like any percentage, I am going less than I do now, which is 0. I'm going negative. I'm gonna take back a few times that I went.
What'll happen though is places like Disney, Vegas, New York, their tourism will hurt because no one wants to travel to mass places anymore. Like vacation spots are going to die down this year, I bet.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're not going on vacation for that reason.
Where were you going to go?
Well, I don't know. We were just looking at places, Aruba, this, that, just wherever. But she's got the low immune system.
Yeah.
So it's like can't fuck around.
Right.
Apparently, the people that it's really killing. He said though, in China, which where most of the deaths are
Chinese people,
100% Chinese people in China.
Got it.
But it's elderly Chinese men.
Really?
So, but a lot of them are smokers.
Okay, so they already have weak lungs.
They already have weak lung. They're old and weak lungs from 50, 60 years of smoking.
Right.
Possibly more, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so that's like one thing. Like it's actually, because a lot of times they say, oh, kids. He said kids are actually not as susceptible.
Oh, no?
Apparently, like just like these common colds we have, they're all coronaviruses.
Oh, really?
This isn't like... This is a specific coronavirus.
Correct. Yeah.
Like when you have the sniffles, that's technically a coronavirus.
Right.
But I don't know why we haven't been told that.
We never
now.
It's like it's like what was that like when they call like a storm nor'easter. Like even if it's no snow involved.
Yeah.
It's like, when did that start?
Yeah. Why is it not northeastern?
Yeah. Or but what was that other thing?
Why is it north? What's with the apostrophes and shit?
Thunder. So was it? Remember that the storm was like a thunderstorm. What was that fucking thing called?
Superstorm Sandy?
No. No. You named a specific fucking event. I'm saying how they name storms like...
by a name?
The name Superstorm Sandy is the name.
Yeah.
I'm talking about naming a storm. I'm talking about the term they use for these storms. Like it was like called...
Cyclone?
Oh, atomic. No, wasn't it like...
I know what you're talking about. It's the something cyclone?
No. Never mind.
Yeah.
But it was a
something
name.
Cyclone.
No. Oh yeah. Boom cyclone, bang cyclone. Atomic cyclone.
It's something cyclone. Ice clone?
No. Whatever the thing was, that word only surfaced last year. And it's like, when did we start?
Yeah.
Why is this the thing now? Like, how do they get these names? Like, coronavirus is the thing. Oh, yeah, you've had that for years. Like, well, why the fuck did you mention it?
Maybe because, like, new shit's happening. Like with the storms, it's like, we've never seen 2 storms join like this, so we call it.
Now?
Yeah. Bomb cyclone?
There you go. Bomb cyclone. That's not it's just a name for a severe weather front or whatever. Like, it's like, That's always been. You never called it Bomb Cyclone ever.
Bomb Cyclone Steve.
They don't name it. No.
No? All right. I thought they all had names.
No, man.
Just hurricanes?
And tornadoes. No, hurricanes. Just hurricanes. And tropical storms.
Oh, yeah. Because tropical storm can turn into a hurricane.
Mm-hmm. So they name it.
Yeah, so
in case it grows up to be a hurricane.
Yeah. Little baby. Little baby storm. Give it a name.
Little Hugo. Holy fuck, that's Hugo.
That's tropical storm Hugo now.
And now it's fucking Hurricane Hugo. Sorry, Florida.
I'm afraid of it. I don't want to touch people. Like, I just don't want. I think I'm just gonna try and really not shake hands anymore. I'm gonna I just bought airline tickets to go see my grandma in Florida. Mm-hmm. I'm totally gonna wear. I'm gonna wear a mask for sure. Maybe gloves, possibly goggles.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
What?
I will be at that airport. You will not put a fucking mask on.
Why?
Suck it the fuck up, man. You ain't gonna get the coronavirus.
No, I don't care if I get it. If I care if I get it and bring it home or bring it to my 90-year-old grandma. I can't. I don't care if I get it. I'm a young, healthy, beautiful man.
Young?
I mean, relatively in life, I'm pretty young. I am 44. I'm not even.
I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the halfway point. So 45 is old.
Oh, it is?
Because if I figure I'm gonna live till 90, 45 is halfway point. I'm still a few weeks away from that. So. I'm still young, baby.
Okay.
And I'm young at heart, which counts for a lot.
A lot.
Especially, when you're when you're sick, they're saying, good spirit can really have healing powers.
Oh, and if you were sick, you would be in good spirit.
No. See, I'm afraid to get sick. I think when I'm sick, I really
Whatever
man
happened
up.
to that? Did you ever get results?
Oh, I don't have lupus.
Nice. You might want to address that one day.
Oh, okay. I don't know if people cared enough because no one asked since then.
Because they're probably like, he doesn't have lupus.
Yeah.
It's just Joe.
Right. But no, the lady said that those markers could show up, doesn't mean you have it. Then they did a blood test to see if I may get it in the future.
Got it.
And she's like, I don't believe so at all.
So then what's that? It can come up from anything then?
It should just be there,
Got
those
it.
markers.
That it can just elevate regardless.
Yeah, she said, I don't even know why your doctor was looking at those.
You're like, because he wanted to give me a panic attack for 3 weeks.
Because he's a fucking asshole. How about that? Because what are you bored today? What are you bored today? You want to? Because I don't think you realize that he sent me home with lupus. I don't care if you don't.
I know.
Like I had lupus for about 3 weeks.
Let me just tell you something, Doc.
So I kind of survived lupus if
did.
you look at it that way.
You could look at it like that. You're a lupus survivor.
Yeah, because I mean, really, when you have something, I mean, it's all mental. It's a mental
Absolutely.
game.
For 3 weeks, you had it.
For 3 weeks, I had it.
You were planning
My
for
elbow
it?
was hurt. I had lupus elbow.
I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm quite sure lupus elbow isn't a thing.
You don't know? But I was reading up, it's like lupus can give you rashes. I'm like, I'm fucking itchy as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know if they should teach us in medical school. Don't lead with you have symptoms of, fucking ball cancer. However, maybe not. We'll tell you in a couple of weeks.
Right.
I have ball cancer. That's it. I have ball cancer. I don't not have ball cancer until you tell me I don't have ball cancer. I mean, that's...
Yeah, why don't you pretend I may have something great?
Or say...
be like...
How about this?
Your nuts are beautiful.
Listen, we're running your test. We'll call you in a couple... How about this? Just run the motherfucking test and let me know in 3 weeks what you did.
Right, yeah. Why do you have to...
You don't got to tell me anything.
Like when you take the blood, just look for it all.
Look for it. Or if something spikes, go, hey, resend some of that blood to this guy. Take a look at that. And then we'll call him with those results, not half-ass results.
But just take as much as you can. Send it around. I mean, take a bunch of vials. I'm paying. Just fucking do it. I got insurance. Test it all up, baby. Send me the copay. Let's go. Not this guy. I got to come back and then give you your lunch money.
Right.
Fucking assholes.
My daughter, like one day I was talking about my stomach, and my daughter just read one thing. I was like, it's this, and this has happened. She's like, well, it says you could have pancreatic cancer. That was the thing she went to when she first read it. My body dropped. All of my blood came out of my body. My daughter's not a doctor.
That's the worst one.
Yeah, and I was like, what? And then I read up more on it. I was like, oh, the one of the things I said to her could be part of it. Like, there's so many other things that aren't happening to me. I'm like, oh, that's not what's going on with me.
Right.
But for that 5 minutes that she said that, the blood drained from my body. Now, if I'm at a doctor's office, he's like, well, one of these levels spiked. Could be pancreatic cancer, but we'll let you know in 3 weeks. How about shut up and let me know in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Wait, is there anything I can do about it right now? No. Then let me know. You're not going to go send me for treatment, right? So then let me know in 3 weeks if I have it.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading a book.
Congratulations,
That's all I
Mike.
wanted to say.
Wow. This is a big day in All in Our Heads podcast history. Mike reads book.
That was it.
He just got through the forward, but it's still, he's getting
no.
there. I'm kidding.
Oh, I did the whole part where he dedicated to somebody. I'll get to that.
Oh, okay. You read the back, the inside flap.
Yeah.
Took a nap.
About.
What am I, a scholar?
It's not going to be a test tomorrow.
I mean, come on. Here. Am I going for my master's? Jeez. I skimmed it.
I got the
What's
gist.
his name? John something. It's a book on this. What?
It's a book on something. You'll see it.
Yeah.
The book is, you know Frank Liotti, comedian Frank Liotti?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you saw him post something the other day, a picture of him heavier and a picture of him would have lost a lot of weight.
I did
and he
not
was
see
just
that.
talking about how he never wanted to be like someone who needed to do this for himself.
Right.
And he has type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
So he shows this picture of heavy, and then he's lost a lot of weight. And he just went on this whole thing, like how he's eating, how he changed his whole eating, and he's trying to change everything about his life. And he put 2 books in there in the post that he said, all I can do is suggest read these books. It'll change your life.
Okay.
So I immediately that day read it and was like, I don't do that normally, but I just felt like I'm in this process of wanting to be better.
Yeah.
I really am trying to do this stuff to make me better as a person and as a whole.
Yeah.
Doing the fucking intermittent fasting. You know what I mean?
I'm loving that.
So me too. I'm enjoying it. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm like doing that. I'm actually doing Weight Watchers just to capture some calories too, just to make sure I'm just, capturing some of the stuff I'm eating. But I was like, let me just read this. So I got the book 2 days ago, and yesterday I read for about an hour and a half. Today I read for about an hour and a half. I was doing laundry. The book is called How Not to Die.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to read it because it tells you all the things that are just happening to our bodies regardless.
Yeah.
And it's a lot about our number one killer in America is heart disease.
Yeah, I know that. My cardiologist told me that.
You know what I'm saying? So he was just talking about what inspired him to be a doctor, what inspired him to write this book is his grandmother. She was 65 years old. She had multiple heart surgeries, multiple. Yeah. And she had angina, so she couldn't breathe. When she couldn't walk. She was in a wheelchair. She couldn't move. They couldn't do any more surgeries because all the scar tissue, they just couldn't. It was over. Ugh. So they told her at 65, you have about maybe 3 weeks.
Oh, my God.
She went to this doctor in California. This is, many, many years ago. She went to this doctor in California who felt like whole plant-based diets and taking out all this processed foods out of your body can help.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So she went there. She was rolled in on a wheelchair. She walked out of that clinic 3 weeks later, stayed on this health diet. She lived for 36 years. She was given 3 weeks. She lived 36 years, has great-grandchildren, like just full and vibrant life.
Yeah.
It actually reversed her heart disease.
Yeah.
Because of how everything starts to clear up. It's like when you stop smoking, after about 15 years, you have like the lungs of a person who never smoked.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like if you eat healthier and get all that crap out and start eating healthy, your body starts to go back to the way it was. So in this book, he talks about how there's been studies that people don't die of old age.
Right.
They die because of diseases. Most people die of diseases, and not because they're old they get the disease, because of their diets that they're going to give themselves a disease to begin with. And they start doing studies like in Africa. They were doing studies like in Africa in the 60s and 70s, how people who were on a totally different diet, less than 0.5% of the population died of heart attacks.
Oh, yeah.
And then they did autopsies on I want to say 1,200 men. Mm-hmm. Like 1,200 from Uganda in Africa and 1,200 from the States. Mm-hmm. And 89% of the people from the States, heart disease and heart attacks, heart problems. One dude in the 1,200 fucking studied, one dude had a lesion on his heart, which alone couldn't cause his death.
Right.
One dude, 1,200 people.
There was a guy I was watching one. Like I go to sleep to like CNBC with the Shark Tank reruns all the time, and it was one the other night with this like Korean guy, I think he was.
Right.
And he was selling some supplement that he made because his father came over from there.
Right.
And like there was no history of heart disease in his family
until he came
here.
Him
and his uncle, his
Correct.
father, they all got heart disease once they moved to America because all the shit we put in our.
So that's what they were showing too. Like back in the day in China, less than 0.5% of the population would die of heart disease. And then those immigrants that come over here, the percentage, they start to match the Americans, and it's because of your surrounding diets. It's because of where you live and what everyone eats around you.
Yeah.
So I'm just reading that. And
a lot of them, they live a lot like Nick. He doesn't eat anything he doesn't make himself.
Right.
He's very, all organic. He don't eat in restaurants. All that, even the chicken in restaurants is processed chicken.
Right.
There's a Super Size Me Too documentary. The guy who did the McDonald's one.
I saw the chicken one.
Yeah, I only saw halfway through.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it's not as fun as the original one.
Yeah. But he opens up a restaurant.
Yeah.
And like all the promos around the world are being truthful. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Farm eggs aren't really that.
But yeah, we all think chicken is great.
No, they say free range chicken, and he shows what free range is.
Yeah.
Technically, did you see that part?
Yeah, it's just like a little door out.
Yeah. It's like a 5
You just need a spot for it to come out if it wants to.
Correct. You don't have to force him out. So if he wants to walk out in this little, 10-inch by 10-inch cage, he can come out and go back in.
Yeah.
So but that's technically free range on the government's scales.
Yeah.
So I'm reading this book, and they were talking about, if you think about how many people, 450,000 Americans die a year of heart disease, heart-related diseases, that would be like a pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
But because of how much money is in
food
and prolonging people's lives with medicine.
Oh, yeah.
They were saying just the statins alone that we're on, just the statins alone is like a $1.4 trillion a year business.
Yeah.
So if I can tell you, hey, dude, start eating vegetables, fruits and vegetables, no animal stuff, just plant-based stuff, you might not need to take that medication ever again.
Yeah.
Or I think I'm going to make $1.4 trillion off of your fat ass. No, please eat whatever you want and take this pill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like the downside of all this freedom in this great country we live in.
Yeah.
It's like starving people in other countries. Look at our homeless. Like, look at the fucking Rockefeller.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
They have fat homeless people in America.
It's amazing.
It's like you could literally get food anywhere.
But I was showing this book. There's something I did not know. I mean, of course, all these things make sense. Of course, no one's going to tell you eat healthier and good enough. No one's doing that because it doesn't make money. But there's some stuff in there I didn't know that that if you go to medical school, you're only required one 12-hour course on nutrition.
Really?
If you're a doctor, all you need is one 12-hour course on nutrition. Good enough. And that's good enough for you to get your medical degree. So if I come to you as my doctor and go, I'm thinking about eating just more vegetables, what do you think? Well, I guess.
Yeah.
He was quoted like most doctors say, our patients know more about nutrition than we do.
Yeah. Well, the sad thing is, it was even in that first Super Size Me documentary, is it's just so expensive to eat healthy, especially if you're like a middle-class family raising kids.
Absolutely.
There was like families, I remember in that documentary, it's like, yeah, I can go to the supermarket and buy all these fruits and vegetables, and it will but I could feed my kids at McDonald's for 3 days.
Right.
Instead of getting oranges and bananas.
So in this book, I'm not nowhere near there yet. The first part of the book is discussing all the diseases and how food affects them.
Yeah.
And then the second part is going to be how you can eat affordable
and healthy.
That's
what I need. I mean, not anymore. Like if I've been doing good, I'm like, whatever, I'll spend whatever to eat healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like well,
I'm trying to. So today I just made a decision. One day at a time. Just one day at a time, because I can't do forever. One day at a time, just one meal at a time, one purchase at a time. I'm going to try to purchase, plant-based, no milk. So I bought, dairy-free creamer and even though it's got a little sugar in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing? I can't be. Everything has got to go. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I'll work my way around that eventually.
Right.
But today, that doesn't have milk in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I drink a vegan powder for my breakfast. It's a vegan powder. Drink that twice a day. So that's all plant-based. There's so much vegetables in that. Then if I eat a salad and whatever else, I'll figure out ways to make whole grain pastas and, zucchini pasta and shit like that to get me through. Because just one meal at a time. Just one meal at a time. Just reading that alone. And then there was another part. I mean, I don't want to butcher I don't want to do how many lots. I mean, I want to give actual. I hate giving about a book and not having any details about it.
Right.
However, there was a study done in Brazil. I don't remember how many guys, but it was a small sample.
6 guys.
Huh?
6 guys?
I think it was like 10 or maybe 100. I just can't remember that number. Okay. They gave half 4 Brazilian nuts a month. And the half they gave 4 Brazilian nuts a month to, and the other half, they all ate the same type of diets. They had 4 Brazilian nuts a month. Their cholesterol dropped so low that they didn't need any more medication for cholesterol. And these people, their cholesterol, everyone followed the diet from the doctor.
Yeah.
Except for these group took the Brazilian nuts as well, and their cholesterol fell. These people who followed all the rules of the diet from the doctor, their cholesterol went up a little bit. And it's all so you can't have a lot more because then it can have an adverse effect on you. A ton of Brazilian nuts.
Right. That's the problem with Americans. It's like if you looked at my weekly diet,
right?
Like even when I was gaining weight, on the weekends I'd get what I want at the restaurant, Yeah. But during the week, what I have in the fridge here, I don't have a lot of sweets.
Right.
I eat a lot of healthy stuff, but I just eat a ton of it.
Right.
It's hummus is good, but not the family size.
For one person.
For one person.
I hear you.
But you're it's chickpeas.
I ran with that hummus. It was good for you thing.
At least I cut out the chips and bread. I just do it with carrots.
Yeah. I do. I get this Middle Eastern chicken that they make, like grilled chicken.
Yeah.
And I use that.
Oh, there you go.
So I get 3 pieces of chicken and a thing of hummus, and I use that to eat the hummus with the chicken.
Yeah.
But no, the Brazilian thing is not something that's been done on a mass scale. So he said normally doctors don't like to say, hey, let's go with this until it's done on multiple different bodies. I mean, a lot of different testing.
Yeah.
He was like, but it was pretty goddamn successful for the little run that it went on. He's like, so it really can't hurt.
Right.
Go for it. So it was like a little excerpt in the book I've read so far. I'm like, well, I'm going to go get Brazilian nuts and do. It's not because I think too much of it. It's not because too much is not good for you.
Yeah, too many nuts aren't. They're high in fat.
Yeah. It's just not. Yeah, you don't want to do that much.
Right.
But so far the book is very interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you, just the intermittent fasting, my reflux has really subsided.
Yeah.
I have more energy. I don't wake up dragging ass anymore. I wake up at the same time every day, so because now I have to give Cody his insulin shot.
Right.
So I got to get up at 7, do all that.
Yeah.
And but I don't feel. And even through the day, I used to really hit a wall at 3 o'clock.
Right.
What time is it now? 3:42. I feel fucking great.
Great.
I fucking feel great. I do. It's not bullshit either.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I realize I don't need that much food.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk. I'd like to talk to someone who's really knows a lot about weight loss, because I lost a good chunk of weight when I first started.
Right.
And it's weird. I feel slimmer. I can tell by my shirts and my
That's all that
pants.
matters, right.
But the weight is still there, so it must be redistributing along my body. I feel like
I get
the
it.
fat's moving around.
I get it. I made a point. I'm not weighing myself because it is discouraging.
No, I'm just keeping this my lifestyle of eating.
Correct.
I'm just not eating for 16 hours.
I went 17 and a half hours yesterday.
Yeah, a few times I did 18, 19, Only I just do it in the moment. Like, you know what? I could put this.
Well, that's
off.
what I did.
I go for 16, then I just keep pushing it.
Like
today, I was watching the counter before I shoved the yogurt in my face. The spoon was here. It was like 3, 2, 1.
Today was the same thing. Yesterday was 17 and a half hours. Today was 16 on the schnozzle.
Oh, yeah.
I shook my shake.
I think I could have gotten a little more time because by the time that food got it was already didn't even get to my stomach yet.
You hit the button already?
It was like button, spoon.
I was this. I had to shake. I was like, I was drinking and pushing. I was like, there you go. Boom. Right on the nose.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking around today.
This girl I went to high school with, she's my buddy on the Fastic app too. And
okay.
She did a 24-hour one the other day.
See, I
was like, Jesus. I'd have to wait till I'm sick for that.
Well, I was thinking, and you said something the other day, which was, which is good as well, is just get the time down, just the times. Right?
That's all I'm focusing on. I'm trying to watch rate a little bit, but I just want to get the time, the lifestyle down. This is how I eat.
So I'm trying to watch what I eat, but I am a little more focused on the 16.
Yeah.
Right?
I do want a cheeseburger today, but we'll talk about that later.
So, but what I want to do is once I can master that, when I can see myself 2 weeks in a row, I went 16 without fucking around at all, not like 15. Because one day I did 15 and 9.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then most of the days it's 16 and 8.
Yeah.
But sometimes I go 9 hours, 9 hours of eating. And if I go 9 hours of eating, I'm like, all right, then I got to go. Right. I'll go 15. And I'm not waiting till 3 in the afternoon to fucking eat. I can't do that. So if I eat 9 hours today and it pushes me till 10 o'clock at night, I'm not eating tomorrow 2:30 or whatever. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So I like to eat at 1 is the earliest I eat.
Yeah, like the other day, I ate at 5. Like, what was it? Like 5 o'clock, and then I was just so busy,
right?
That like I didn't even get a chance to eat
until
like 10:30 at night. So I just hit the clock at 5, and I just went to bed. And
oh, really?
Because I was like, you know what? Let me just try. Like, listen, if I'm fucking starving, if I really need food, I'll have food. Right. I had a bottle of Poland Spring, right, and that got me enough to just get home and go to bed.
My problem is I don't have to eat, but if I'm up and out and about at 9:30 in the morning, I'm not just drink. I try the black coffee. I don't like the bitterness of black coffee. I just don't.
Yeah, I love it now.
I like green tea. I can drink green tea all day long. However, if I'm up at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna want a fucking coffee. Yeah. Before I eat, it's not gonna happen. There's no way I'm waiting 5 hours with no coffee. So I'm like, if I gotta wait until I eat, and then I just can't be out and about for 4 hours.
You gotta get a good black coffee though. Like
if you get Dunks sucked.
Dunks does suck. Their black coffee sucks. I have the Dunks K-Cups. That tastes much better.
Really?
Or like Justin bought me this Godiva chocolate coffee. And it's just chocolate. There's no artificial flavor. It's just
no calories.
No calories in it. It's just like a chocolate flavored, like aromaed coffee.
But none of that has calories in it. Are you sure about that?
No, yeah, it's just the grounds.
I know that, but you sure there's no?
Yeah, look at the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the thing. No, it's just.
It just sounds too good to be true. That this Godiva.
Well, because it's like an aroma of it. It's not like, ooh, this tastes like hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but it's it's a higher quality coffee.
Right.
And it just tastes
K-Cups, Godiva K-Cups?
No. The K-Cup, no, the Godiva was just a bag of grounds that he got me for Christmas. And
you have the little K-Cup
thing I can pour the grounds in.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm used to it, and I get to have coffee, and now I only drink it black, even when it's my time to eat.
Really?
I tried putting cream in one day, and I'm like, getting all like
phlegmy
and everything.
Right,
so I used to put the half and half in. I'm like, I don't like it anymore.
That's good.
I'm a black coffee drinker now, so now I drink that shit all day.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
maybe I'll try that.
And my stomach doesn't bother me anymore since it's cutting down to basically the only dairy I have now is like pizza.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't do like glasses of milk anymore.
I loved it. We're talking about eating healthy and dieting. It's like, the only way I get my dairy is pizza.
Pizza's not bad for you. It's got a bum wrap. It's not bad for you.
Fucking bread is not good for you.
Bread is not bad for you. It is a lie.
It is.
It is a lie. It's
isn't.
the amount of bread you eat. It's not bread. Bread is good.
So 4 slices?
I don't do 4 slices.
You don't?
2.
Oh, okay.
2 slices. I'm changing my ways. Oh, listen, 2 slices normally if I'm having a bad emotional day. 3, 4, 5 slices. I dug in 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We went to Morristown to this Millie's Old World Meatballs, and I got this big meatball appetizer with a lot of cheese, and we had a couple of coal-fired pizzas, and but they were small.
Yeah, it's
to town. Listen, I'm not trying to find religion.
No,
I'm just.
I'm not trying to write a
I mean,
book.
whatever, this Fastic app, apparently I've earned 2 Frosties or whatever.
I've only been doing it a week. I just earned my Frosty today.
Yeah, so I haven't used the Frosty yet. 'Cause I know once I start using that, I'll be buying Frosties. I'll be like...
Going to the Frosty marketplace.
Buy a Frosty and skip another day.
Yeah. When I got it today and it says, you could skip a day, I'm like, who am I fooling with the Frosty?
That's what I'm saying.
What are we doing here? Like, I'm trying to give myself you're telling me that I should give myself a gift of not doing the right thing for myself? No,
like, I was birthday party last weekend. I had a little bit of sweets. Like, there's another birthday party this weekend. I'm going to do... Listen, I'm not training for the Olympics, bro. I just don't
where
want...
we go. Immediately, a couple things to throw. Listen, man, I'm not training for the Olympics.
I just don't want reflux.
I hear you.
And I want certain shirts in my closet back.
I would like to fit into some clothes. I also think I need to lose weight just for a lot of, like, not only health things, for a lot of things. But I also really don't want to die of a heart attack.
Yeah, especially, we're getting there. Getting to that age. You got to be careful.
No, I'm at that age. So.
Yeah. But anyway, diet's good.
That's good.
It's good.
I've been doing, like, meditating a lot. Like, I mean, it's just been... I don't know, man. I went to my therapist yesterday, and I was just talking to him. I'm like, I've been, like, really good for the past. Like, I've been really forcing myself to meditate every day, right? I want to just be better. I just want to be better. I just do. I really want to be a better person. I just want to be more emotionally and spiritually centered.
Some things are impossible, Mike, but, yeah.
I know. I'm going to try. I have so much stuff going on with my boy and stuff. There's just things that I want to be. I want to be. There's so many things out of my control in life that I don't want to stress them. Right. And their stress will kill me. And I don't want to. So I'm just trying to be a better person in that area. I'm also just trying to be a better person in general. Just be a better person. And do
There's nothing wrong with that.
And do things better. So I've been, like, meditating, like, 25 minutes a day now. Like, in the morning, 25 minutes. And then when I lay down at night, I do
25 minutes?
Yeah, I got 25 minutes, 2 days in a row.
That's a long time. What the hell are you thinking about?
I'm not sometimes.
That's the point of meditation.
Yesterday I was
right?
almost falling asleep.
Supposed to not think of anything, right?
Yeah. Then the 3 days in a row I've meditated. The 3 days ago there was one way they were teaching you how to meditate. It was trying to get you to appreciate your surroundings and stuff like that. So meditate with your eyes open. It was like a different meditation. Meditate with your eyes open, just to get a feeling. So I was like,
Mommy, why is that guy staring at me? He's just meditating with his eyes open.
I'm in my room. Nobody's in my room.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I'm not.
Out. What
the fuck am I doing? What kind of meditating you think you're doing?
I don't know.
Wandering the mall. Hey, how's it going? I'm meditating. Where's the Cinnabon?
Just sitting in a chair, staring.
No, I'm in my room.
Meditating with my eyes open.
So it says, like, so keep your eyes open. And I was like, just trying to keep my eyes open, but I'm listening, and it's like the music. I was like,
oh, you're making my eyes dry. You don't keep your eyes open the whole time, do you?
I dozed off. You're supposed to.
Oh, you're supposed to doze off.
No, you're supposed to keep your eyes open. You're supposed to be looking around because here's what it wants you to do. It wants you to, like, take in the world and like be. It just wants you to not be. It's a different way to meditate. You're not gonna do this like all the time. So like get a visual, get sounds, get feelings. It wants you to experience the world around you. Right, so you take in a visual, and maybe you can lock in on it and keep it in you and appreciate it, not just always boom gone, boom gone, boom. I just want you to focus on stuff. So yesterday was closing my eyes, and I'm closing my eyes. It was meditating about gratitude. So I'm just closing my eyes.
Attitude of gratitude.
Exactly. So I'm just trying to be grateful, just thinking about things. It's quiet, and as soon as we start, right outside my window, I never heard this bird ever. Everything's quiet. I just got a little like app music, and then she starts talking, and then you see this bird. I never heard even the sound of the bird. He's like, beep, 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 and he was just going off right outside my window. And I open my eyes and I see Frank's pictures right above me, and I just look at him and I'm like, "Fucking Frank, you're got the bird fucking with me, and I tried to close my eyes, and it just kept getting louder and louder, and I just kept imagining Frank was like fucking with my meditation.
He was a yellow belly sapsucker?
Yeah, whatever it is out there. I don't know what it was out there. But I just felt like Frank was the one doing that. Like I'm trying to be quiet and meditate and be grateful, and it just not. I was like, no, I was just like, I start laughing in my meditation. I'm like, I just felt like Frank was standing over me, fucking with my meditation, my quiet time, laughing about it. But yeah, I've been doing it, and it's just like I told my therapist, I'm like, feel like, I don't know, I just feel like this.
I thought about trying meditation. Every time I've attempted it, my life was in like extreme turmoil. It was very hard. Mm-hmm. So like I'm not in turmoil. So I'm like, I feel like maybe try learning it, because like I feel like whenever my life was in extreme turmoil, I was like waiting for like expecting too much out of it, or maybe you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I tried it one time. It gave me a panic attack. The guided meditation just didn't work for me.
Well, on the Headspace, it's panicky.
It's too panicky.
Yeah, I did.
It's the moment that said breathe out of your toes. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, all of that.
I'm out.
Like, do you feel your kneecaps? I'm like, I'm not there yet.
Yeah,
I'm
and they're aching now,
hip.
asshole.
I'm still at my hips. You're like, got me down. You slow down.
Yeah.
And then I get panicky because I'm not caught up. And I know, like, there's a quiet thing, and he's getting ready to move on to the next body part, and I'm not at that body part yet. I'm like, I'm not ready. I can't get it. And then, but
it's so weird, and it's like they read your mind. It's like do this, and then you're like, I can't do that. They go, don't worry if you can't do that. Yeah. How the fuck did it know? You know that I can't do that. You don't know. We know we can't do this. So why are you even asking us to do it?
But the Calm app, they'll be like, calm down, relax. If you're thinking about other stuff, just think about other stuff. Don't let it worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. And it's like, all right, try to, concentrate on your breathing. Can you focus on your breathing? You're like, and you're like, and they'll say other thoughts are coming into your mind. That's okay. It's like you're not supposed to. That's the problem. Once we get other thoughts, we think we're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I'm not doing it right. Fuck.
I still don't know what the point of meditation is. I think I guess I don't.
Because you haven't got there yet. I've done.
What's the point of it though? Like, what do you get? Like, what are we looking for here?
What are we looking for?
Yeah.
You're looking for. I can only say from me, when I did it, I used to do it a lot. For some reason, and I can't tell you why, when I get really quiet and I just quiet, answers that I can't really come up with, or like, things that a new way of looking at something comes out of me when I'm real quiet. For some reason, it cracks the code of my DNA to be like, why don't you look at it like this? And it's like, I never fucking looked at it like that before.
Yeah.
You know
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And it also lets you start to appreciate some of the things and like not worry. Like, you may have lupus. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, if you were able to meditate during that process, during that whole time, you'd be like, you would get to a point where you're like, I'm going to be okay no matter what. I'm going to be fine. Like,
I guess I do a level of that sometimes when I'm driving, because even like some stuff I go through in my life, it's like, you're stressed out about something. What should I do in this situation? Then you're fucking stressing about it for weeks, months, and then one day you're just like, oh, how come I'm looking at it that way?
Right.
Why am I not looking at it this way?
Right.
Why am I looking at this such negative way? Like, maybe if I think this way.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
Like, it's like, what? It's like a whole light shines over there.
Like, what the fuck? And it's like that other shit just went. It's man, what a waste of time I've been having here. And it's just typically 99.9% of the time, most of my problems of me trying to control something.
Right. Absolutely.
Trying to not accept what is and being like, I selfishly want it this way.
Correct.
And no one's going along with me.
Right. Yes. 100%.
You know? 99 problems in my life.
Yeah.
Percent of my problems is pure selfishness.
100%. Well, I remember I posted this because I celebrated 2 days ago.
Yeah. Congratulations, by the way. It was 27 years?
27.
Nice.
And I swear to God, from day one, like, just like panic prayers, right? Like, God, please help me fucking stay clean. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I used to always say, because I always felt like, how people pray to God, like, God, don't let this happen. Don't let that happen. And I always be like, I don't think God is going to get involved with the human part of life.
Right.
You driving your car and you might get into an accident. I don't think God's like, Let me protect you.
Like, I gave you life. You want me to do this too?
Yeah.
You fucking...
This is the part of the human part of life. I gave you the gift of this, and part of the shit you people created down there were cars and airplanes. Deal with it. I can't keep every...
Yeah, you could have stayed in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
You could have been working there. Now you want to drive
And
there
fly-
to work.
Yeah, and fly to...
I gave you this. You could have worked at the market. You
yeah.
could walk to work. But
Correct.
no, you want to be that.
And
you
that's
want to be a
cool.
road comic.
That's cool.
Now you're putting your life in your hands.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you. Like, you want to fly in the air. I can't keep every plane floating. That's not my job. You guys created this.
Yeah, if you're supposed to be in Florida, you'd have been born in Florida.
I would have put you there.
Yeah, you're in Jersey. You're supposed to be making pizza and fucking getting fat, okay?
That's it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, work on the roads.
Yeah, work on roads.
So like when I'm flying, I'll pray, and I was like, it's just so funny. I'll be like, God, please, just like help us get. This is I swear to God, I'll go through this rambling. I'll be like, God, just help me, just help us fly, safe. And I'm like, I know that's not really your thing, man. You're not gonna keep us in the air. It is what it is. All right, God, just help me be okay with whatever happens. Let my family know, my friends know I love them very much, and then I'll be like. But if you can just help us not crash, and I'm like, I know, God, it's not your job. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I keep asking that. If just help me be okay with whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I always go to.
Yeah.
But since day one of praying to stay clean, I always said, just help me be okay with no matter what my life gives me. Just help me be okay inside, because that's my problem. I'm not okay.
Right.
And I'm always chaotic inside because I want to fix. Just help me not be that. And that's my goal ever since, and that's what I've been maintaining since I've been clean. Then this stuff happened with my son, and all of this was, out of my control and scary. In the last couple of months, I've been meditating, and the other day I was meditating, I just started crying because it said, it came in me. It was like, you've been asking for 27 years now to be okay with no matter what happens. Well, here we are.
Yeah.
So it's time to be okay with whatever happens. Meaning, let it go. This is how I took it. God, because the meditation I read was like, God was like, the meditation was like, listen, I got it.
Right.
Stop worrying. I got it. That's what the meditation was saying. And I was like, wow, I started crying. I'm like, I've been asking for this the whole time. My whole life I've been asking to be okay, to believe you got it. And here I am. And I'm scared to death. And what should I do? It's like, nothing, remember? Because I got it. And there is things I can do. I can wake up every day and try my best to be healthy, sane, make money, save
supportive.
Money.
All things that are in your control.
Things are in my control. And then there's the stuff that I don't know what's going to happen. And I just got to let it just go. It is going to be okay. I'm going to be okay no matter if it ends horribly and I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be okay.
Right, because everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
That's the shit I struggle with on a day,
So that's what I've been doing lately. So I told my therapist, I'm like, that's pretty much it. I cry here and there, and I cried with my therapist because I'm a wussy, but that's just...
No, dude, you kidding? My therapist, when I was seeing her, man, that her tissue budget went up. Big time.
Tissue budget went up. I got Joe this week. Can you get me 2 boxes?
She would just open the
Kleenex?
door, hand it to me, and I'd sit down and be like, we're doing what we do? We doing what we do. I'm going to cry today. Big cry. Booger cries. But booger cries, there's no more raw feeling than leaving a therapist's office after booger cries.
Oh, don't you feel like there's your body is just drained of everything? You're just everything feels wide open after you cry hard.
It's the greatest thing I ever did, because I haven't seen her in probably over a month, because we just agreed that we don't need to just come there to report on my weekly life.
Right.
So you can come whenever you want, but it's honestly, man, having her and unloading all that shit, going through everything, see world totally different.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's things haven't changed.
Right.
The things I can't control haven't changed.
Exactly.
But I've
That's how you
changed,
changed.
and I'm letting life take its course.
Right.
The way it's supposed to, and not the way I want to.
Right.
And it's all stuff I learned years ago, but you just get caught up sometimes, and you just,
It's good.
Day at a time, baby. It's corny, but it's
no, that's it.
It's
man.
just it literally is the way. It's today I'm doing good and I'm feeling good and I'm doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing. I'm doing whatever I can do today to be the best guy I can be. That's what I say to my therapist every day.
Right.
I'm just trying to be the best guy I can be at the end of the day.
Yeah, and try not to beat myself up when I fall short.
When I'm not. Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of like the motivation, because when I do fuck up on certain things in my life that make me feel bad, I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to go the whole next day feeling like shit because I fucked up yesterday.
No.
I just don't. So that's one of the motivations. I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it feeling shitty.
I also think it's also a good perk of being older and aging is like.
That'd be a fucking perk. That
better
be a fucking perk. This older shit.
That, like, where like I just understand myself a lot better. Where I feel like, you know, whatever 15 years ago it would just be like way worse the way I handle things, or like
100%.
getting through to me. And
yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's just, or the fact that I feel like as I get older, it's like, yeah, this sucks, but
right.
I've been through so much. You're like,
but it's funny. There's younger people. It's like, because, you know, we attribute like, oh, I know a lot more. I'm, you know, better off as an older person. Like, there's young people who are figuring out how to meditate, how to get through things, how to act differently.
Oh yeah, well they were raised like that.
Yes, that's the thing.
They were raised like that. We're just a different generation,
right? So I'm trying to I'm telling my son and my daughter, like, this is what I've been doing. Like, if you ever struggle, this is what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like this is, maybe they won't have to go till they're 50 fucking years old to figure out. I mean, I kind of been this way for a long time, but you know, you don't want to have to go to your 30 something years old before you figure out how to start being okay with life.
I mean, even when I wanted to get clean in the 90s, I was like, you don't need that shit.
Right.
I don't want to hang out. You know, I mean, come on, just
right.
Just have some wine.
Yeah.
If you just drink wine, you'd be all right. You know,
Absolutely.
It's just like all these old school methods of, like, you never admit you have a problem.
Right.
But, yeah, that's good, though. I'm happy the meditation's working. You definitely seem much better compared to, you know, the last part of last year.
Right. Oh,
you know what I mean? Yes. The end of last year to today.
Night and day.
Well, you were a zombie. When I used to see you, I was just like,
I didn't know how to even be like.
You're like, I was like almost a zombie with you. I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you, man.
I know. I know.
I can even fake advice sometimes.
Yeah.
To friends, you're just like, yeah, you got to see a professional with this one.
Yeah. I told you, my therapist, like, so this all happened with my son, like in November 2nd. By November 5th, I had a therapist. I never had a therapist in my life.
Yeah.
By November 5th, I had a therapist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to my therapist, and I tell him, like, I just dump some, like, all the stuff, and he was like, he looks at me, he's like, yeah, I really don't know what to say right there. I'm like, my best friend Joe has the same advice. He's like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, he's like, yeah, man, I don't know what to say. I'm like, I get it, man. There's nothing to say right now. There's not. But for that, until January, I felt, and the only way I can describe it is that gravity was working overtime on me. Like, gravity was pulling me more than it was pulling everybody else on the planet.
That's how I was.
Felt like I could not hold myself up straight. Everything felt like it fucking sucked.
Yeah, my first therapy appointment, I just blubbered and blabbed and cried to her for about a half an hour.
Right.
She goes, I think we should see each other weekly. And I go, I like that. I like that. It's not just because you're pretty.
It's because it makes sense.
It makes sense to me. You're being pretty is a perk, but
yeah, it's gravy.
It's gravy. Lots of gravy.
My therapist isn't pretty.
No,
he's a guy.
Yeah, I don't think I could have been as vulnerable as I was to a guy. Yeah. Like as I was to her about what was going on with me. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't think I could have let it go as easy.
Right.
You know, like if I'm like in the state I'm in now, like just say for instance she moved and I could never see her again.
Right.
Like I just had like at the state I'm in now where I'm kind of like leveled off. I probably could talk to a dude and like maintain.
Right.
But I just had too much to share.
Yeah, I've never been one to not be able to talk.
Yeah.
So I'm always open, very open. I never hold anything back. There's nothing I'm afraid to say.
Yeah.
But
also, she was the only one that responded, so it was very.
Yeah. It's like how I date.
Yeah.
Sounds like my dating
I said it on
scenario.
stage. People go, how'd you find your therapist? I go, same way I found every woman in my life. She's the only one that responded.
Exactly.
Put out a lot of feelers. Put out a lot of fish hooks, and then one came.
Like, oh, I love you then.
Yeah. I guess we're doing this. We're riding this one out till you break my heart. Cool. I got one.
That's my speaking of dating, my therapist says to me yesterday, he was like, are you putting yourself out there? Because I told him I don't know how I got into it. Who knows how I stumbled into it, but like that I'm lonely.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you sound lonely. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I am. And so we were talking about that. He's like, are you putting yourself out there though? Are you dating? I'm like, not really. I said, I just downloaded a couple of apps again like 2 weeks ago. So I was bored. I said, but it's like, it's worthless to me. It really is. And he's like, you also seem that you would probably be really honest on a dating site. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, it probably doesn't bode well on a dating site to be as honest as you probably are.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't seem like a guy who wouldn't be totally honest. I'm like, yeah, I'm way too honest. But it's who I am. I think it's
good because you'll find the right person that way.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tried. I remember I dated this one. I went on a date with this broad 9/11 that day. The day 9/10 we went on our first date together. And I didn't tell her about my kids. I didn't tell her I had kids because I was 2000.
Well, they were little then.
Huh?
They were little.
Yeah, they were 2 and 3, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I was 32? So 99, I turned 30. 31, 32. I was 32 years old.
Okay.
She was 23 maybe. So I didn't really want to tell her about it. I was like, let's just not fool around anyhow. No reason. So when I took her to my house, I took all the pictures down. I like some pictures up in my room, in my apartment, and I took my pictures down and I put them away. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's kind of fucked up. I'm hiding my pictures of my kids. Like, I'm not being honest.
Yeah,
it's not like, so right in the middle of the next morning or something like that. So the next morning so we fucked 9/11. Met her on 9/10. She came over to my apartment 9/11 after the tragedy. Mm-hmm. I was having sex.
Well, you were in mourning. You had to feel better.
It's the way I was.
So sad.
Don't judge how I mourn.
Yeah.
Right? I was so sad. We went to Blockbuster at like 8 o'clock at night, 9/11 night. Went to Blockbuster, rented a prop, Mm-hmm. It was Hannibal Lecter 2, the second one with fucking Ray Liotta, where they ate the brains out.
Oh, Hannibal.
Hannibal. So we rented that. We got through about, I want to say, a good 30, 40 seconds, and then we started fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if the movie, I just know that one time during...
The FBI warning came up and you were in?
We were in.
Yeah.
And I just remember...
Like, this movie's great.
we were in. I just remember one point, I looked up at the screen, mm-hmm. and there was, he was eating monkey brains.
Hey, honey, I know this isn't supposed to give me a hard on, but are you ready? Normally, monkey brains don't do this to me, but
I don't know if it's a mixture of the 9/11 tragedy.
You're so special. It's just like a mix. You, the monkey brains. It's always just me, monkey brains. It does nothing for me, but you, monkey brains, cannibalism.
I love it.
It's
working.
Will you marry me?
So, but I felt bad. So then the next morning, maybe the next day, she came over, or we were talking on the phone or something like that. I was like, listen, I never told you I have kids. And she didn't like that I didn't tell her that.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
And I was like, yeah, I just felt like not that she asked me and I denied it, just never brought it up.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the last time.
But I don't know if I'd get mad like right out of the gate, but
we just fucking around here.
Yeah, whatevs.
I mean, we had sex on 9/11. How fucking far along?
She's not motherly.
Huh?
She's not motherly.
No.
Cannibalism, monkey sex on 9/11.
Come on.
I'm just looking for a different stepmom.
Gotta be honest.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't know if you're stepmom material. You're sleeping with a piece of shit like me on 9/11 after watching a cannibal movie?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want you kissing my kids. Or picking them up from school, if I'm going to be honest.
Or packing their Lunchables.
Yeah, so it's a good thing I didn't tell you about them. Okay? How about them apples? You watch Good Will Hunting? I do.
She came to a show. I did a bringer show, 2002, I started doing comedy. Like 2001, I did a couple of open mics.
Yeah.
And then 2002 is when I really started doing bringer shows in New York. And she came to one because she was a friend of friends. So she came to one. So funny. She comes to the show. It was at Gotham for Jessica Kirsten. And this was like probably May of 2002. And on the show is Colin Quinn is on the show. So Colin's coming in to do a spot. I do my spot, kill, because, that's how I do. And, you know. At a Bringers, I'll be honest with you, at a Bringer show, never was there anybody even close. And I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
No, Frank would be like, how are you on these shows? I don't understand what's happening.
Right.
But it's how you start. I don't know this. I'm just doing Bringer shows.
Right.
I used to do Jessica's shows so much. Jessica was like, listen, Mike, I don't want you doing Bringer shows anymore. It was her shows. And she didn't want me doing Bringer shows anymore because she goes, enough. You just get out of this.
Yeah.
This is not where you belong. And she sent me to the next level where you barked for shows, but I had to bring people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so she comes to this show, and if you remember the old Gotham where you would be upstairs for a show and downstairs was like the green room lounge area.
Yeah.
So we were downstairs. I did my spot, and I was downstairs with the other comics, and that's where the bathrooms were. And she comes down, and she's like, oh, my God, you were hilarious. Now, Colin is up after me, and then, so she came down, 3 comics. So it was me, Colin Quinn, and 2 other people. She comes down. She's like, you're so much better than that other guy from Saturday Night Live. What is this? Colin Powell. All he does is talk. All he does is talk about politics. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know anything about politics. Clearly.
We find that girl. You voting for Colin Powell, the comedian from New York? No,
never. He wasn't even that funny.
No, you can't vote for unfunny guys.
But as soon as she was like, oh my God, you were so good. I'm like, oh, thank you for coming out. And she's like, you're so much better than the guy from Saturday Night Live. And I'm like, I didn't get this much. She's like, Colin Powell, right? All he does is talk about politics. I don't even know nothing about politics. And then her compliment went from, oh, thank you, to oh, you're just dumb. I don't think I did that well. I could have done that well if we couldn't get Colin Quinn. It was fun.
I'm going to, we have our meme thing that we do.
Yes, please.
Mike didn't have a meme this week, but one of our...
I do. I forgot I had it.
Oh, he did.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
but one of our listeners, we'll call him Scott B. from Denville, sent me a message with a meme that I'll pop up on the screen. The picture is it's from The Godfather. It's got Al Pacino.
Okay, is it about Al Pacino, but it's just Al Pacino's in the picture?
He's in the picture. Okay. So this is one of those memes that I think someone just created on their own.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Sometimes jealousy isn't because of what you have materialistically. Wow. People envy how others love you, the vibes you give, and how you carry yourself so well.
Read that again. Just please read that slowly, too. Just read it.
Sometimes jealousy isn't because of what you have materialistically, comma.
Wait. Just look at all of the L-E-Y's, jealousy and materialistically. There's so much going on. Okay.
People envy how others love you, comma.
Comma, still.
The vibe you give and how you carry yourself so well.
That's the whole thing?
That's it.
And why would that be the picture that you needed for that fucking meme?
Yeah, so I'm guessing this guy likes the way Al Pacino carries himself in The Godfather. Sometimes jealousy isn't because of what you have materialistically. So, we're really specific on this meme.
Yeah, right. You ain't kidding.
So, whoever's making this meme or reading it and getting something out of it assumes that what they have other people want, material-wise.
Correct.
People envy how others love you. So, are you saying they're not jealous of your material, they're jealous of how others love you.
Yeah. So, they're jealous of the fucking love you get.
The vibe you give, they're jealous of the vibe you give and how you carry yourself so well.
So let's get this out of the way. Whoever did write that meme, humility, not big on humility.
No, not big on humility. This is not a humble meme.
No, that guy, and
it'd be so much easier if they did a if they were jealous just of your material stuff. But
Right.
you think they're just jealous of my aura.
You're just jealous of
the way people
everything
love me.
about
You don't
me.
even understand how people love
Yeah,
me.
that's how you are.
You're jealous
of how people love
because
me.
they love me so much.
Yeah,
even
because-
without my material.
Without my shit, because I'll tell you right now, you know why? Because I put out a vibe.
Yeah.
I put out a
You're
vibe.
jealous of my
You're
vibe.
fucking jealous of my vibe.
You're jealous, honestly, of my meme skills. If I'm being honest.
And I don't. And you know me, I don't brag.
I don't
The
brag.
one thing is, I'm very humble.
The guy used 2 commas, not 1 period at the end.
I know.
He didn't
That's
even
what
end it
I
properly.
was waiting for you to get
Lot
to a
of
period.
commas. It should be, there should be no comma. Those should just be sentences.
Correct.
Or at least one after materialistically should be a period. But I just thought that was just like, listen, people, if you're going to make a meme, at least take a quote from a smart person,
Right.
from a book you read, a novel, a
Yeah,
self-help book. This
you
is like
telling someone how you feel.
this is
This is you saying something. Listen, not everybody's not. You're telling someone who you think is jealous of you.
nobody's jealous of you.
Ever.
I learned that early in recovery. If you learned how little people actually think of you,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You were not important to anybody.
No.
And that's so it's just so here's one I read.
Okay. Right, while you get that and read it, I just got to see if this.
Okay. This is a really short one. I need you here for it. So.
Okay.
So it's just a real short one, and
He's barking at nothing.
this is one of those that was definitely made by a person trying to make a point. And it's again the grammar is so aggravating. One thing about.
So it's not about.
One thing about.
B-O-U-T.
Yeah, and which is not how you would do this sentence. One thing about a real one, we still real after you disappoint us. 100.
100?
The the meme,
100%.
the 100% like what is it? Emoji. 100%.
yeah.
That's what it is.
So wait, read that again?
One thing about a real one, we still real after you disappoint us.
So real, he's the real one, but it's now a we. It's not more than one.
Yeah. One thing about a real one
Is we. So now you're multiple people.
Yeah. Well, she's just. This person is like with a group
Should
of
be
real
real
ones. Like well, she's one thing about a real one.
Yeah, we.
We are the real ones.
We are the real ones?
That's probably too long.
Okay.
We are the real ones.
What's the real? What's your
We
real?
still real after you disappoint us. So what does the one thing have to do with the other thing?
Yeah, so like you're saying, usually when people get disappointed, they stop being real?
Yeah. I don't.
You know what? I'm disappointed in you. I am
No,
now going to not be real with you.
I'm no longer.
I am
going
to lie to you.
Yeah.
It should be the other way. Like when someone disappoints you, you get even more honest.
Yeah. I don't even
Like
know.
you're not real until someone disappoints you. You'd be like, you motherfucker. I haven't
So-
even mentioned shit. Now I'm going to be real. Now you're going to be like, oh, you disappointed me so much? I'm going to be fake.
Yeah. No. I got to read that again for myself.
I'm totally confused.
One thing about a real one, let's just say, I consider myself a real one, so let's just say one thing about me. I'm just going to say that, because I feel I'm real. One thing about me, we still real after you. So one thing about me is I'm still real after you disappoint. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. One thing about a real one is we still real after you disappoint us.
Maybe I don't know what a real one is. Maybe that's the problem. I'm not up with the Instagram street slang.
Yeah, maybe that's the street.
Maybe
vernacular.
a real. Wait. Read it one more time.
One thing about a real one.
Okay.
We still real after you disappoint us.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
So let's just. What does real mean? What does a real one mean?
They're always 100.
So I'm real. I'm 100. I'm always honest with you.
Always honest.
I'm always honest. I'm always real. I'm always got your back. I'm 100% upfront with you, and I'm always there for you. I'm
okay.
on
So
your
we
side,
disappoint
right?
us. I'm gonna still be real.
I'm gonna still be there. I'm a 100 after we still real after you disappoint us. So after you fuck up and disappoint me, I'm still 100.
Still 100
with you.
100.
So why are you telling them though?
That meme gave me a headache, man.
I know. That's why I screenshot it.
And that's our week in memes.
Wow, man.
Real quick before we wrap up, one of our favorite shows came back this week, Better Call Saul. Did you watch both episodes?
What do you think?
I loved it. I feel like this was the best 2 back-to-back episodes I've seen in a long time.
So good.
They just put so much into it.
So good. Yeah, and they know that they need to. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the way this show should go is get us to the Walter White era of Saul, and we know what happens because we've already known it. We saw the show, and then get us to his Cinnabon, where you saw that whole fucking first 8 minutes.
Well, that's going to be the last season. It's
Right.
probably Cinnabon till like whatever happens to him.
That's what I hope. God, I hope that's it, because I hope that's him.
It has to be because they're already building the meth lab.
Huh?
Like
I know.
he's already building the meth lab, the underground meth lab. So it's like that's not going to take like too much time to get to Walter White now that that's there.
Well, they stopped, right? So they stopped building it right now. What I also like, they're so smart, man. Fucking, he's Vince Gilligan, right?
Vince Gilligan.
Is it Gilligan?
Is it Gilligan?
Or Gillian?
Gillian, probably. One of them.
It could be one of them. It doesn't.
Gilligan's Island.
Vince. One thing that's so smart about the writing is, see, we already know what happens to the Tucos and to what's his name.
Yes.
The main to the Salamanca. We already know what happens. So he wrote in this other fucking scumbag.
Yes.
That we can hate on him.
Guy from the cartel that's kind of watching him.
Correct. So we can hate on him because we don't know what happens to him because he never showed up in there.
Right.
So we know these other guys are part of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But so that he's got to be the guy who's threatening people that we don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah. His storyline's great, and still his girlfriend's storyline is great. Saul's girl.
Oh, great.
Because we don't know what happened to her.
Correct.
So it's like there's a lot of tension with both of those characters.
That's so smart. It's so smart because that's the world that we don't know. You know, when you introduce Salamanca and what's his name that's ahead of that part, and then you got Crazy 8, who we know dies the first episode. You know what I'm saying? So Crazy 8 is there. We know nothing's going to happen to him. So they can't really build that tension up like, what's he going to do? Nothing, because we know you're fine.
Right.
But we don't know what he's going to do with, all the rest of the world. We don't know what he's going to do. So it's like really good that they introduce characters that he could snap on.
Right.
And still, make the story go forward.
I thought it was the most, listen, I've always liked Better Call Saul. You always loved it. And I felt like this is the first season that's like back-to-back episodes where it was like really moving forward.
Right.
And really giving, like really just getting into it.
Well, I've told you, and I've said this and I'll keep saying it, the first few seasons, we couldn't get right to this because then it's...
I didn't need you to get to this. I just always hated the slowness of getting anywhere.
But I love the fact
it was
that
it was cool for a little bit,
but develop. That character had to develop. Saul Goodman, you had to see everything he's done his whole life to get him to be that grime guy.
I just didn't love the way they did it.
Yeah,
I knew they had to do it. I just thought they could have done it a better way.
Right. I loved
that.
It.
Was my,
Like last season was great.
No, last season was great. Last season, I was on the verge of honestly kind of giving up on it. But last season, I felt like they started picking up steam, making it more interesting.
And then they went, 500 days between last season and this season, right?
Yeah.
517 days, I think he said.
Really? It didn't even seem that long.
Yeah, it did to me. So, because we didn't have one episode last year at all. 2019, no fucking Saul. So we get it this year, and I was so happy. But also, there's so much technology. He's going to be able to keep Mike Ehrmantraut looking younger than he did when we met him.
Yeah.
Okay? Fucking Gus looks older than when he died.
Right,
in Better Call, in Breaking Bad. So you gotta jump over this quickly because these dudes aren't holding up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even think about it. You know what I mean? I think you're just
you can take yourself out of it.
Yeah.
And people who don't know it's funny because I've been watching. Like on Twitter and stuff like that, and people who didn't know Breaking Bad didn't watch it, got into Better Call Saul, and now watch the whole series because on A&E on AMC they were doing. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, full days of Breaking Bad marathons.
Yeah.
To catch you up to El Camino to then go into Better Call Saul.
Okay.
So people who were caught up on Better Call Saul watched all of Breaking Bad to go, oh my God, now I know the story.
Right.
And people like, some guys feel that the Better Call Saul was a better story than Breaking Bad.
Well, different. Breaking Bad was great and action-packed and on the verge of almost unrealistic at times.
Yeah.
It was just like popcorn fun, and like this is a little bit more rooted in reality.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
know what I mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just love his character. I just love the character. I love the whole intro of him like becoming Saul and like handing out the cell phones and just his business practices.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then the elevator with the lady doing the cases.
Oh, I know.
Like getting her stuck in the elevator, so he has to doing the deals. But
as soon as he got in the elevator and it stopped, and he went, oh, and I looked over my son, I'm like, he made that happen. And then they start going through the cases. I'm like, I knew it. He fucking did this. The one thing, when I've rewatched Breaking Bad, watching it again, because you already know the story.
I gotta watch it again. I've only seen it once.
Because you know where the story goes, your brain is already up there, caught up already.
Yeah.
So it's hard. The suspense isn't there.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen? Like, so the story seems to unfold a lot quicker than it did in reality time. Like, you already know it all. It's like, oh damn. I was like, that was one episode? I thought it was like 5 episodes. There's only one episode got that done?
Yeah.
So, but the Breaking Bad theme of him breaking bad, he broke bad very first episode. They killed someone.
Yeah.
So there was no Breaking Bad.
But even as far as going, I mean, just taking it further and further to becoming like the
really
drug
bad.
Kingpin. Yeah, like you just, there's no turning back once you do certain things. It's like,
oh, the first episode they show the death, but it actually then the episode 2 and 3 backs the story up to get you there.
They had to go so over the top to get you really in.
Right.
That was the only series that I can remember where at the end of every episode each week, I was like, holy shit, I can't wait till next week.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about this week's Better Call Sauls. At the first episode, I'm like, I can't wait to just start the next one because I watched them both back to back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't wait till next week. I am dying for next week's. Like, it just, that was what I felt I didn't have in previous seasons of Better Call Saul, where it was like, all right.
Right.
It was good. I wasn't like, it was almost like build up on the DVR where I'm like, oh, I got like 3 or 4 Better Call Sauls to watch.
Yeah.
But Breaking Bad was never that way. It's like, yo, we're watching this in real time.
Right.
It was like, it was the last time I've had appointment television.
Yeah.
For a series where it's like, I have to watch it.
Yeah. Well, it was like that Walking Dead after I got caught up on that.
Yeah, that was for a little while. Then that just...
And then I was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, even Kerry gave up on that, which is bad. That's when you know you've really...
Right.
Jumped the shark.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little much on that show.
But now, Better Call Saul, man. We'll talk about it week to week. I thought I don't want to talk too in depth. People that don't watch it. Go watch it. But we didn't really give away anything. Nothing's really happened.
No.
It was just a lot of setup, new characters. Mm-hmm. I gotta start writing these characters' names down so when we talk about them, I'm like, that guy. Who's the other guy? Yeah. That guy, I like that guy. If we're gonna talk about it, I gotta write some of these character names down.
Was it me though? Was Mike Ehrmantraut's granddaughter older than what I thought she was when we first saw her in Breaking Bad? I thought she was.
Well, you know what?
Kid.
I didn't even think about it. So even if it is,
no, I'm not even saying it's the same girl. I don't even know if it's the same girl. What I'm saying is that she looked like an older age, and I thought the first time we met her in the first, I thought she was a younger age girl.
No, I felt it was like the same. That's also a clue that like this isn't far off from there.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Also,
not it's not like a long time's gonna pass.
But also the thing is, you remember Breaking Bad was, I know it was what, how many seasons?
I don't even remember.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
But it was only 1 year in this dude's life.
Yeah.
It wasn't years of fucking.
Right.
It was 1 year.
It's quick. Yeah. I gotta watch that again for sure.
It was good.
It was good. So let's wrap up. You have anything you're promoting? Any shows coming up?
Sunday, I'm at Stress Factory.
Headlining?
Yeah, it's a headlining, a fundraiser.
Nice.
But I think it's open to the public. So if you're
Okay.
in the area, Sunday, Stress Factory, come and hang. Next Friday and Saturday, March, what is that, 5th and 6th or 6th and 7th, 4th and 5th, whatever.
Yeah.
Next Friday and Saturday, I'm at the Comedy Works in Saratoga Springs. I think it's one show, maybe one show Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Not 100% sure, but check their website, Comedy Works, and then they have the Saratoga Springs in the Vegas room.
So you're off this weekend, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything this weekend.
Yeah. I just got a fundraiser for James Friday. I think it's open to the public, but like, there's like no flyers. I don't see anything.
Right, right.
There's some church and fucking, I don't know, it's some fucking cheerleading thing.
Okay.
And then I'm actually doing my first live improv show on Saturday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sold out. 2 sold out shows.
Oh, man, I can't go then.
Yeah, but
It took you a second to figure out that the sold out was out. I'm out.
yeah.
Is Carrie going?
No, she's not going.
No.
No, I'm just it sold out like that.
Or just
Two shows on Saturday, 6 and 8 o'clock.
Okay.
1 hour shows. I actually only started feeling good about doing it like Tuesday,
Okay.
and then we have a rehearsal tonight.
Okay.
And Saturday's a show. It just started feeling fun to me
Where's that?
at the school.
Okay.
At the school in that little theater.
I
You've
didn't-
never
no.
been there. It's like a little black box. Holds
Okay.
like 50 people.
Okay.
And yeah, no, it's like I almost would want to take that class again. Put it this way, I'm never gonna. I don't have the time in my life to like do improv.
Right.
Like with a group. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, and be a group.
I don't have that time.
Be a troupe.
I have too many things I'm doing in life.
Right.
I'm doing acting and comedy.
Yeah.
I can't. But I gained a lot of respect for improvers because like you always be like, oh, a lot of improv stinks, but it's like, man, it takes just as much work as being a stand-up. Like you gotta really work at it.
Right.
It's a skill that's very tough.
Right.
It's easy to make fun of it until you actually try and do it.
Right.
When you watch people do it good, you're like, wow, that's a high level of it.
Yeah.
When you see like your low level,
Well, it's bad improv is bad,
yeah,
but it's bad stand up is bad.
right, exactly. So that's that. I'm doing it. So I may in the future take that class again just because I just starting to kind of feel what I'm doing.
Okay.
Kind of feel like I'm at the edge of understanding enough to be decent.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can really learn now.
Right.
Now, because at first I wasn't getting it.
Right.
It was like I just don't get it. But now that I got it, I'm like, oh, now I should have another class.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it'll be fun to do it in front of a live audience and see how it plays.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, that's that. Go to joefernandes.net. I'll have some dates up there. I really want to. I'll be March 18th, Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in Point Pleasant, and the end of April, come see me at Stitch's Comedy Club in Lancaster. I like to sell those shows out. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to any audio podcasting service that you listen on. Search All in Our Heads. We're on it. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.